Hi friends, welcome to TRENDRIDER channel supported by Huringer.co.in. Today we are going to do the technical analysis for Gujarat Pipavav Port Limited. GPPL is the ticker name for the stock, and you are watching the monthly technical chart of the stock. And this is the historical price chart, and each candle here represents 1 month. And these are all the technical indicators that are deployed in the stock, and these are all the graphs generated by these technical indicators. Okay, and I have data since 2011 onwards up to 2017 November 22nd to do the technical analysis. Now, if you look at the historical price path pattern of the stock, I am taking this particular point as the origin. Since August 2013 onwards, the stock started moving in the upward direction. This is a new high 1, new high 2, and that has become its peak price. And in April 2015, the stock reached its peak price, and that time it was trading at 261 rupees nearly. And after that, the stock went down actually, and it went down, and it reached its lowest bottom price 120 rupees 78 paise in December. 126 rupees, 126 rupees in December 2016. And after that it continued, it went up a little bit, but kept on coming to the same point again and again. So that was the trend of the stock, and unfortunately the stock had entered the negative subtrend mode in December 2015, and even right now it is under the influence of the same negative mode. Okay, so that is the thing, and whatever small green color candles you are seeing, those are all only blips. This stock is good for short-term trading, just to get profit from these blips. But when it comes to medium or long-term investment, we cannot consider this stock right now. That is the initial conclusion. Okay, now we will dig further, dig deep, and we'll come back, and at the end of the video, we will make a final conclusion. Okay. Now this stock is yet to cross its 20-day moving average, but it already crossed its 50-day moving average, and right now it is under the influence of negative super trend mode. And if you look at the RSI thing is now just playing around the midpoint. Though the RSI is picking up, you can clearly see the tip of the RSI here. Though it is picking up, it is playing around the midpoint, relative strength is quite low. That's what we need to consider. Direction strength of the stock had already crashed, and stochastic is playing near by the 20 line. But the point is, it is showing a trend reversal, but it is at a very low level, so we cannot. Take that into. It is not at the benchmark level, so we cannot consider that. And price volume, I am keeping the cursors here for your understanding. Price volume for a long period of time, it has been constant. Actually, from this point, it has been constant. Okay, since October 2015 onwards, we are seeing more or less the same price volume. If you look at the momentum is playing below the baseline. Actually, in the negative zone, it is playing. Okay, and there is no momentum at all. And balance of power and LRA both are in sync. They're showing that the stock is in bearish phase, and Kope curve is clearly telling us that stock is right now in the sell zone. Okay, so all these indicators are showing are throwing negative signals, and except for the relative strength index, which is playing around the midpoint, but it is not. We cannot consider that. Why? Because it is not at the benchmark level. So on top of that, the stock is right now under the influence of negative super trend mode, and again, from the historical path pattern, the stock is right now, the stock broke into sideways movement, and it is right now under the influence of that sideways movement right now. Okay, even clearly you can see, and even when it comes to the trend is flat. Actually, we are neither seeing any upward trend nor seeing any downward trend. The trend is flat, and the trend is making a parallel line to the baseline, more or less. So all these factors, if you consider, then as for me, I cannot consider this stock for long-term investment. I will come back to the stock later after a few days, and based on new points, we will redo the analysis. But until then, this stock cannot be considered for long-term investment. Okay, guys, if you like this analysis, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.